getting ready for that match.
Let's warm up, and we then try to summon the power of the nose of Jika and just try to win the match versus Intes, because that's what they're really looking for, as we're saying. But that is the end of our first matchup, I guess. And we're going to be going in to an interview in just a bit. But just before, let's talk a bit about what Revo could have done to actually push back Epsilon. I think there were a lot of things really showing.
I mean, yeah, there was a lot of, I think the major thing for me was just kind of team synergy, just working together more, not going for the individual 1v1s, not going for those just individual frags, which might work on public and it might work when you're against lower level opponents, but Epsilon are never going to allow you to be in a position where you get the actual 1v1. You're always going to be 2v1, so it's so important to play with the rest of your team and have that synergy.
Yep, and obviously it's not just, being that one unit that's moving together, but moving in a way that it is just a complete fire line.
Yeah.
Because at some point, Revo, they would get one kill, and then immediately Epsilon would jump through, and they would be able to just destroy everybody at this point.
Absolutely. Well, we do have a winner's interview with one of the Epsilon players, so we'll pass over to Mitch, who is standing by, ready to interview.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. I think it's safe to say if we were behind schedule at all today, that's probably not an issue anymore. See Epsilon with a very, very convincing win there over against Revo and Hunter. I think I've spoken to a few different times. I've chatted to you on stage at a few different events. The first time was actually back in spring with SK, and you were still, at the time, too young to actually compete at the event. Obviously, then at Gamescom, we did see you there with EGZ. Yeah. Now you're here with Epsilon, obviously, have looked absolutely dominant all season, just really obviously winning all the cups. You know what I'm telling you, you were there. But tell me now, Revo were one of the few teams to actually take a map off you in the online stage. A lot of teams just struggle to do that in general. Yeah. I mean, what were your expectations going into this game against them? And did it sort of work out the way you planned it to or expected?
We pretty much expected this. I mean, Revo, in my opinion, Mangusta deserve more to qualify to this LAN. They're way better. Revo is like, I mean, I'm just being honest, Revo is, they are using something obviously online, and here on LAN, they can't use that. So we can, say that, they're gonna get wrecked here.
Sure. I mean, it all comes out in the wash eventually.
What kind of things are you talking about using? You see, now that you brought it up, so I didn't have to be the one to do it. I'm curious. Oh, okay, fine. Pull me back a little bit. Okay, so I actually want to move on from this game completely because I want to talk about the matchup that I'm looking forward to most. You guys up against INTZ. How you feeling in that one? How you feeling? You confident?
Well.